Hello everyone, what is cooking all you good looking people out there, and welcome to another exciting episode of GeoGuessr. Here we are in yesterday's daily challenge location. It's a really cool spot. It's indoors, it's like in someone's house, which makes this super difficult to figure out where this place could possibly be. As far as I can tell, we have something like 2 clues. I really don't know. We have something like, I think we have like 2, maybe 3 clues. We'll go with 2 clues actually. I just saw this and this sort of reminded me of something. Anyways, we got that it's hot in this place. Usually hot countries are the ones that have air conditioning built in. Like air conditioning's like this. Although this probably just means that it's a country where most buildings aren't built with central air in mind. I don't know if it's usually a colder country thing to have central air conditioning in your home. Not central air conditioning and central heating, because you need central heating. I think central heating is pretty important. You don't want to leave rooms freezing, especially with pipes in the walls. Pipes can burst and that can be a real problem. But you can leave rooms hot, and that doesn't necessarily cause any problems. You can use these little air conditioners, and they'll cool down a room for sure. So usually in this country, wherever we are, I'm assuming this is a very fancy house, but I'm assuming that there's no central heating required in this building, or heating at all required, which means we're in a very hot country, because those are the countries that usually use these. So that pretty much means we are anywhere here down. Great. So we can, we're like, I would say we're somewhere like here. Yeah, somewhere like here that's visible on this. Obviously not in Antarctica. Somewhere like visible on this map right now. Okay, well we've got that. This over here looks like a music video featuring Pitbull. I don't know what music video that could possibly be, but this over here looks like a bald man with sunglasses he's wearing a white shirt. So, Pitbull, perhaps? I have no idea. Maybe, maybe not. There was some other clue that I saw, but I don't remember what it is. Okay, well, that makes sense. Yeah, what I was going to say is this over here looks like a lotus, but I don't know if that actually is a clue. Like a decorative lotus? Where would that be? I might be wrong. This could be some other kind of flower. So if it was a lotus, I would guess somewhere like maybe in like this area of the world. But perhaps I'm wrong about that. Pitbull, is he really popular across the world? Or maybe we can find ourselves more in this region over here. I have no idea. Am I going to go with... You know what? I'm going to not say that this is Pitbull, honestly. Just because I just wish it isn't. Because I'm not a very big fan. Also, here's an interesting thing. Shower doesn't seem like there's any walls there. But it seems like the floor is flat and there's no door. There's no door to the shower, which has... it doesn't look like there's any sort of glass or anything stopping water from just flowing out. So that's interesting. Very weird. We got like a weird dark room here. This shower room is built very strangely. I don't actually trust this. First of all, there's no door. Second of all, there's not even glass that's like stopping the water from just flowing right out and flooding everything. So that's a bit strange. I'm gonna go with this area of the world. I'm gonna go Philippines. Sure, Philippines. Let's go with, we're like right here. Just make the guess, and the answer was pretty far away. We were in northern India. Oh, wow, okay. Maybe that was Pitbull, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a lotus, maybe it wasn't. We are in the outskirts of Chandigarh. Very, very cool. Look at that. And we find ourselves near Air Force Station. Tishla Buildtech PVT. Okay, I don't really know what that means, but yeah, India. Hopefully some of you guys got that one right. Alright, here we are in today's daily challenge location, and what we've got is a pretty interesting spot. Sorry about that, I have a little cough going on for whatever reason, but I think it's probably gone enough. Anyways, we're here on this really cool water-retaining wall, or at least wave-breaking wall. I don't know actually what to call these. I've mentioned these a whole lot, but I don't know what they're called. Is this a jetty? No, it's not a jetty. I don't know what these things are called, to be honest. I have no idea. But I'm sure they have a name, and here you go. You know, make sure that no waves or nothing interrupts with, you know, maybe there's going to be some winds and waves and stuff. Look at this. Is this the ocean? Who knows? Make sure that, you know, doesn't interrupt this little boat here. But anyways, I chose this location. It's pretty cool because it's like a vacation destination. At least it looks like. Maybe there's not much vacation going on over here, but over here we got some pretty big hotels. You have 3 or 4 of them in a row. Right over here, this big hotel, this one right over here, this one right over here. You got some nice water looking at maybe the ocean? I have no idea. Honestly, looking at this was a bit confusing because I don't know what country at all to place ourselves in, and this is a picture that Google took, so I can't really use like language or anything to tell me where this could be. In this bottom right-hand corner, you know, oftentimes I just cheat and look at that and then figure out where we are, but you guys can't see that, and I mean, nor can I. It just says Google 2014 this time. So I'm very confused, but hey, if you guys have any idea where this is, please tell me down in the comment section below. And in tomorrow's video, I'm going to make a guess as to where I think it is. In tomorrow's video comment section, I am going to in tomorrow's video comment section, I'm going to announce whoever guessed closest. So if you know where this is, or if you want to make a guess, make sure that you tell me. And if you're interested in winning glory and no real prizes, then be sure to guess. Where in the world do you think we are right now? All right, well, here we are in the main section of today's challenge. And oh, man, okay. This is, oh, wow, we're in Shanghai. Wow, that's really cool. Look at that. Oh, wow. That's 2 cool locations in a row now. My God, what a cool seed this probably is. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, Shanghai, wow, look at it. It's a bit smoggy or foggy or something like that, but very cool. I wonder if this is the building right here. If that's the one that you saw those the really cool one of those people climbing the crane on top of. In the video of Shanghai, you know, they climb the crane. It's all icy and super scary up there. I wonder if this is that building and this is that crane that they actually climbed on top of. Man, that's really cool. Anyways, wow, look how tall that building is. Insanity. But there you go. That's not what this is all about. This is all about the viewer challenge, which today is one brought to us by Alun Gazwa. Thank you so much for this challenge. Super excited to give it a shot myself. There's no theme on this one, but if you're interested in creating your own custom challenge, all you need to do is go to geosetter.com, geosettr.com, to create your own custom challenge. It's the second link down in the description below. The first link is actually a link to this challenge itself if you want to do it yourself as you watch me, or you want to send it to some friends. If you go to GeoSetter, create your link, 5 custom challenges throughout the world, and just send it to me using the YouTube inbox system. That way I can get it in my email and make sure I get it. If you post as a comment on one of the videos, I might still get it, but sometimes it gets marked as spam and a whole bunch of nonsense goes on. So thank you so much, Alun Gazwa, for this one. Let's go and do this challenge. Sweet. Challenge accepted. Okay. Well, this goes back, I'm pretty sure, to... oh, look at this. This is interesting. Wow. I was going to say... I don't know why I was going to say this. Yeah, I'm pretty silly, but this is a challenge we just got to keep in mind. I don't think this location applies to that at all, but this challenge probably sent in around the time when Luxembourg and Bhutan were new to being added to Google Maps. So we'll keep that in mind. But this is not that. I mean, first of all, both those countries are inland, and clearly wherever this is not. So we've got that in mind. Then, right over here, we've got what looks to be some Cyrillic. This is a backwards R, I think. I hope. And, yeah, I mean, this looks about right. Can we see much more graffiti? It says U. I don't know, that's cool. But we don't have that. And if we look down over here... Oh, that looks Greek, actually, to me. Is that Cyrillic or is it Greek? It's hard to tell, honestly. It's hard to tell. The first letter in that name looks maybe like it's Greek to me. I'm probably going to go with Greek based on what we're seeing here. Honestly, this looks a little bit more Greek than it looks somewhere that speaks Cyrillic, although it definitely could be many other places. This is an interesting place. I mean, people are tying... I don't know what it is we're seeing. Scarves? These look like scarves or something like that. They're tying their scarves to here. Maybe it's like one of those things you see people put like padlocks on a bridge or whatever. I think that's a thing that was started in France or Paris or something. This is kind of like that idea, but they're putting up like scarves or something like that over here, and maybe this somehow signifies love or something. I have no idea what it's on about. I just know that there's this one bridge here where I live that people have put a ton of padlocks around, and I'm fairly certain that that's a thing that goes on in a lot of places around the world. And cool. I mean, I hope people know that putting that, I mean, it's not, putting the padlock on there doesn't do anything, but people know that. It's like a fun symbol to do. I guess it's a bit weird to like do it by yourself or something. You go there by yourself and put this padlock on you, and you're like, oh, my love for this person will be eternal. I don't actually know what this is all about, so I might just be saying some stuff that has nothing to do with this strange padlock tradition type thing that people are doing. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, then you're probably better off, honestly. But it's probably a fun thing to do as a couple, right? To go to the bridge, put the padlock on, you know, just be all happy and stuff. That sounds like a fun thing to do, right? I'm all for those kind of fun, weird things people do. And you're going up here and putting your scarf on. This seems like a lot more fun than putting a padlock on a bridge. I mean, this is kind of neat, right? Look at this. You've done this like treacherous walk. This looks dangerous, so I'm down. Let's call this Greece. Where in Greece? That's a good question. I don't know. Somewhere around here. Let's go like right near Athens. Near Athens, like around here. Let's make the guess, and the answer was, wow. Wow, look at that. We are in Crimea. Wow, that is interesting. Interesting. Guess that was Cyrillic. Guess I'm a big scrub lord for not being able to tell that. I'm sorry, that first letter looked strange, but now that I remind myself of what Greek looks like, I realize I'm a complete fool. I'm a fool, I tell ya. But look, see, the backwards are... Oh, that's Cyrillic. God damn it. I fucked myself over on that one, didn't I? Yeah, that was my fault. Should have figured it out. Would I have guessed Crimea? Probably not. Maybe. Probably not, though. But there you go. That's where we are. You know, just sort of a little bit of ways from Sevastopol. That's pretty sweet. 2141. All right, let's go to the next location. It's an underwater location. All right. Got a big net. Well, that's a sad sight. Look at that. What's going on here? Why are we... What the hell's going on? Is it big, like... Is this like a fishing net? Or is this net here for other reasons? This fish is fucked. I mean, like... Hopefully this camera person's like... He saw the fish and was like, you know, I'm going to free this or do something about it. But seriously... This thing isn't going anywhere if this camera person isn't doing something about it. Let's hope they did. You know, and of course, you know, you got to eat fish. I mean, people eat fish, and that's fine, and I'm all down with that. And I eat fish too, and I eat the, you know, the meat and all that stuff like that. And I know how you get it. You do this kind of stuff. I mean, it's not like it's not really sustainable for everyone to be out using fishing lines, catching fish. You know, nets maybe. They're necessary. I don't know the whole deal with nets. You know, nets are a good thing. Nets are a bad thing. Nets may be necessary. Who knows? But there's something about just being down here and actually seeing the fish in the situation. Look at it. It's looking at us with its beautiful eyes, and it's saying, "Please get me out of here." I think the person who probably took this picture probably was like, you know what? I'm gonna free this fish because I want to. You know, I want to free this fish from its trap. Just seeing it in real life just feels a little bit different than you know, not thinking about it and not caring about it. You know, that's the easier way. It's much easier to not think and not care about those types of things, you know. So there you go. Look at that, a beautiful little fish. I will admit though, if I caught a fish like that in real life, I would be really happy because that fish looks delicious. I don't know what kind of fish it is. Not really a fisherman myself, but whatever that is, that looks like a nice fish. You go to the grocery store and you see like the whole fish they're presented. They don't look as nice as this one. This one looks very tasty. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's real bony and gross or something. But to me, it looks like something that's probably very delicious. I'd eat this. I'd probably free it too if I were in this situation. But if I weren't in this situation and I had to pick fish out of a lineup, the regular grocery store fish that I see and this one, I'd pick this one and eat it because it looks delicious. So where are we? I don't know. Where do people fish? We're in like a corally type reef. This is an interesting place for a net to be down. I'm a bit surprised about that. Why is this? The net probably has a reason for it then. It's probably not a fishing net. It might be some kind of like environmental net of some sort. If there's a net down near a coral reef, people probably aren't allowed to fish there. So I'm assuming this is probably not the Great Barrier Reef. I mean, again, it might be, because this might not be a fishing net. This might be some kind of other net. We're going to go nearer the Great... Well, not really near it, but if I remember correctly, most of the locations that have to do with underwater are around here. And since our good friend Alun Gazwa is from Indonesia, I guess I'm going to guess that. So let's go and say we're just off the coast of Bali. Why not? Right there. Let's make the guess, and the answer was really, really wrong. Okay. I wouldn't have guessed here at all. Philippines was actually what I was originally going to say after saying that, but no. We were actually off the coast of Guadalupe. That's how you say it. It's not Guadalupe, it's Guadalupe. I don't actually know. Someone please tell me. Or don't. 16 points. It's not great. Well, look at that. Next location. Well, we find ourselves somewhere in China. Yeah, that seems appropriate to me. I would say I'd be surprised if we weren't, but oh, maybe we're not. Okay, yeah, we're not in China, are we? Okay, we're not in China, never mind. We are somewhere, though. Look at that. Look at this statue. Wow, look at... It's like... Is this person stabbing themselves? Oh, no, I mean, the sword's probably behind them. Okay, I see. It's got a dragon. But the language on here is a bit interesting. Well, we've got like an eagle over here on this, which is... I'm not going to say strange, but unexpected. We got this. And then we're back to the picture that we were before. I should probably read this, but then we can see that. And over here... There's the same kind of thing. Is it a different language? It might be a different language, but I'm not sure. It might just be more. Now, can I see anything about this? No, but it's like autobiography, and it just keeps going. Well, we're in an interesting country then. I don't know which one we're gonna be in, but I've got a feeling it's not. I mean, the eagle thing. That's an interesting thing to consider. The eagle thing makes me think, I don't know where eagles live. Are there eagles in every country around the world? But there are eagles in a lot of countries, but I feel like eagles are a relatively more northern hemisphere bird. But, you know, birds migrate and stuff. Do eagles migrate? That's another good question I don't know the answer to. But I feel like eagles are a more northern hemisphere bird. Not to say that, I mean, look, okay, northern hemisphere's big. China's in the northern hemisphere too. But we're not in China. I don't know. I always imagine eagles being like, you know, up here in this area. Maybe we're still in China, but that language, that wasn't Chinese. That was another language, a more... I mean, it really depends. The word autobiography was very similar to the word autobiography, but it might be one of those words that didn't exist until, you know, people heard of the word autobiography or similar sounding words, and then it was just adopted into the language. It might be one of those types of things. So I don't actually know, and the rest didn't look that legible to me. I mean, it didn't look like I could make out too many other words, although I didn't really pay too much attention to it. The thing is, we've been to a place in Malaysia that was kind of like this. It was a lot of, you know, I felt like, I mean, the thing is, like, there was some Chinese writing. There's some over here, and there was some, you know, down over there near that statue. And, you know, I feel like this whole color scheme and these lanterns and stuff like that. I feel like that's right, but I don't really know what country this could be in. What country would... I need to see more stuff, but I just can't... We can't really get out of here. I feel like guessing something like Malaysia probably isn't a bad guess. Malaysia... not Vietnam. No, the language didn't look right for it to be that. It looks like we... Oh, okay, let's return to start location. Alright, let's look more at this language. Now, see, the thing about it is... Okay, it says... Okay, okay. Mogadishu, Barawa, Somalia. Okay, Kenya. Okay, these are like, are these? Well, I can only understand. I can only recognize a few of those words. And anything else here? No idea. Well, is this interestingly? Could this be in somewhere like Bhutan? I kind of doubt it, but I guess it could be. Could this be the language is something that I just don't know how to do. We all, like I said, our friend Alun Gazwa is from Indonesia, so we could be in Indonesia. That's a possibility. We could be in Malaysia. I'm feeling like that's probably right. Well, we're not in Vietnam. We're not in Thailand. We're not in Myanmar. We're not in Laos. We are not in India, as far as I can tell. Maybe we're in Bhutan, but honestly, I don't know. We could be. We could be in Bhutan. Do I think that's right? It really could be. It'd be really cool if we were. But, I don't know. The climate feels more like... I'm going to say Malaysia on this one. I think that's probably right. Malaysia, and let's go say we're in Penang. And I think that's where the last confusing location was. Let's make the guess, and the answer was actually Indonesia. Okay. You know, I have trouble telling the languages apart, which might be really sad. I don't know if actually Malay... Is it Malay? Is that the name of the language? I'm actually really uncertain about that. But I don't know how much how similar it looks to Indonesian, but perhaps it actually shares. Perhaps it's really different looking. I don't actually know, but to me, I was very confused right there. Oh well, you know, close enough. 1991, not very good. Okay, where's this next location found? This to me seems like it could be in Indonesia. This seems a little bit more likely. The language seems right, although again I can't read it, so I can't really tell. But from what I'm looking, it definitely doesn't look. It doesn't look far off from what I would expect Indonesian to look like. Yeah, all right. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. What else do we got here? Let's keep on going down the roads. Indonesia is also a country that was added not too long ago, so we could be. I mean, Indonesia is like pretty much fully mapped out at this point. What do we got here? Bogor International Spa. All right, healthy and well maintained. That's good. It's what you want out of a. Oh my God! Look at this. Pizza Hut delivery. Okay, no, those pizzas weren't exciting. I thought this was a pizza, like a chicken wing pizza. It's not, just chicken wings, pasta, and a pizza, and stuffed crust. All right, that looks like any other Pizza Hut you'd find anywhere else in the world, except for the countries that have the really weird ones, like the hot dogs, the hot dog pizzas, and the like hamburger pizzas. My goodness, those are just wild inventions. Well, where is this going to be? No idea yet, but I really am leaning towards Indonesia on this one. I think it's probably pretty likely. Yeah, sure, yeah, all right. I'd say so. What have we got here? Chinese food. Okay, cool. Look at that. Every episode have to find a Chinese food place. You find them everywhere in the world, no matter where you go. Oh my God, look at this. Angry Birds. You can play Angry Birds on your smart TV. Nobody wants to do that. That shouldn't be a commercial. Also, smart TVs are the most pointless invention anyone's ever come up with. They're dumb. Don't get a smart TV. If you've got, let me tell you, if you're in stores wanting to buy a TV and you've got an identical spec'd non-smart TV and a smart TV, get the one that's cheaper. Get the non-smart TV. Don't ever pay a premium for a smart TV because it's ridiculous. Because smart TVs, the smart components are never really going to get at least they're never going to get a hardware update. They're never going to get a hardware update, except there was some weird Samsung TV that actually got one, like some sort of weird add-on you could plug into the back of your TV. And you know, if you intend on keeping your TV for like 5 years, which a lot of people do, in 5 years that smart functionality is going to be totally out of date, and it's probably going to have stopped receiving software updates 4 years like before. So what you're going to be left with is a really shitty. You're going to be left with a TV with a really shitty smart component built in. But what you can do is just buy one of like an infinite number of things you can plug into your TV, like a Chromecast or like a Roku or any other kind of streaming box that has all the functionality of a smart TV, but is like, you know, $100 or less, and then you can just take that away. It's not forced into your TV. It's like that Bose TV, you know, Bose, like the stereo, the not stereo, the like sound company that makes speakers and stuff like that. They have like this $6,000 TV with like this really like impressive fake surround sound system built into the TV. It's a really good sound system, but the thing costs like $6,000. It's not a great sound system, but for the size, it's very impressive sound for the size. I'm again going to guess that we're in and around Surabaya, maybe like near Malang on this one. Let's make the guess, and the answer was we were actually just south of Jakarta. Oh, there's a place actually called Bogor. Damn it, I didn't know that. See, I wish I would have seen that, but there you go. Now, more about this Bose TV. So if you're in the market for getting like a TV and you're like, oh, that's so cool, you know, you don't need to have a sound system or a sound bar or anything like that. It's all built in the TV. Yeah, that's neat, but like, if you're going to spend like $4,000 on a sound system, that sound system isn't going to be obsolete in 5 years or 10 years or maybe even 15 years. Sound equipment, you can still get sound equipment from the 1980s that'll still have the same quality as anything, if it still like works, still quality of anything you can buy these days. All you're going to need to do is, like, you know, make sure that it either still works, and it's probably going to be a little bit bulky because a lot of sound systems from back then were a little bit bulky, but it's still going to sound this good, which means that a sound system you buy now, unless you blow the speakers or do something crazy, it's going to sound as good as a sound system is going to sound if you buy an expensive one. It's going to sound like in 10 or 15 years. So if you buy a really expensive sound system, and I don't know, $5,000 feels like you're spending enough money on a sound system, you're going to want this thing to last. But that TV that's attached to it, and you can't remove these two parts from each other, that TV is not going to be very good. It's not going to be a premium television in 1 or 2 years. So buy these things separately. Get yourself a good sound system and a TV. Don't think it's a good idea to get them together. You're throwing your money away. But if you don't care about throwing your money away, then go ahead and do that. Where are we? I have a feeling we're not in England. So we could be, actually. I don't know why I felt like we're not. No, I feel like we're not. Yeah, all right. I do definitely feel like we're not. I feel like we're in Italy, actually. Italy or Spain. Perhaps Italy. I don't really know. It's very confusing. Spain? Should I go with Spain on this one? I feel like we're in Italy or Spain. Maybe we're in England. I have no idea. It's a hard guess, to be honest. Italy. Yeah, I'm going to go with Italy. I feel like Spain, architecture is a bit different. Honestly, I don't know. I don't really know that much about architecture. Let me tell you. But I feel like Italy's probably an okay guess. I don't know. There's a whole sort of like very white buildings and stuff like that. In my imagination, Italy looks like that. I don't actually know, but I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that guess. It's a very beautiful place. We can't move anywhere. But there you go. Look at all these lights down over here. Where are we? We are in a beautiful Florence, I think. It's probably where we are. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful Florence is where we are. Let's go and, right, where's the nice part of Florence? It's like around here probably. So like right around here, that's where we are. Let's make the guess, and the answer was, wow. Well, call me surprised. Where were we? Is this a real place? Okay, we weren't actually there. Okay, well, yeah, we weren't in the middle of, the Indian Ocean, and if we were, then we certainly weren't there. So we're in a mystery location where the evil photographer accidentally placed us, placed the picture where it's not. It's not there. There's nothing there. Unless we're underwater or in some kind of weird hologram or in someone's, some like like a sailor that was the ship sank and is alone on a raft and is doing these crazy hallucinations from like thirst and starvation. While it's like pouring rain and these giant waves and is hallucinating this whole world around him. Unless that's the case, and we're seeing some like Life of Pi shit going on right now, then there you go. We're not right there. That's not where we are. I mean, we might be near it. Maybe. I'd still be surprised, but I definitely think we're not there. All right, 842. This is going to be a terrible, terrible round. My God, wow. This was a hard one for whatever reason. I don't know why I did so badly. All right, number A. Well, it wasn't in Greece. I forgot what Cyrillic looked like and pretended it was Greek. We were in Crimea. Very, very cool. Then we went off to Indonesia. I guessed it was on Bali, but it was on Java. That's right. No, it wasn't. Oh my God. Wow. Did I get that one? Oh, yeah, I got that one super wrong. I forgot. It's not wrong letters. I guess it was on. I guess it was off the coast of Bali. That was the underwater location with the fish, but it was actually off the coast of Guadalupe. And then we were in Indonesia, but I guess we were in Malaysia because last time we were at a location similar to that. We were in Malaysia. This time we were actually in Indonesia. Then we were in Indonesia, and I guessed correctly. Although right island, wrong location. There's actually we saw the name of the place Bogor, but sadly, I didn't pick up on that. I had no idea that was the name of a city, so I didn't do it. And then finally, we were in a mysterious location in the nightmares of a stranded sailor in the middle of the ocean, also known as Italy. But I might be wrong on that completely as well. So 7,319, not a great score. Hopefully, tomorrow goes better, but, tomorrow's another day, another dollar, a new challenge from a new viewer, and it could be you. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you guys next time. Aw yeah. Cue the royalty-free music. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on everybody, get on your feet. Stand up, look at the screen and repeat. I'm gonna like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I love watching Ather vids all of the time. Thanks for dropping by and spending the time. Hope you've enjoyed, and let's get on with our lives. Oh yeah. Thanks to Kevin MacLeod for these awesome beats. Woo yeah. Have a good one.